You spend 500 days, then 1200 days. Like, these bear markets are brutal and long lasting vis-a-vis these shorter and more concerted bull markets, right? Here it's almost a year, 300 some odd days. This is 130 days. I'm expecting this to be closer to this 300-day bull market right here, okay? And this is an exceptionally long bear market, which is why, again, this is once in a blue moon. Hello everyone, my name's Dean, and let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for almost daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is August 17th, 2024. And this happens once in a blue moon. Quite literally. If you'd like to know what I'm talking about, then watch until the very end. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's get into it. Bitcoin is on the brink of a breakout. Okay, it's on the brink of a breakout. How do we know? Well, one, other assets have broken out. That's the first thing. Okay, we've seen some meme coins break out, some small cap assets break out. Okay, and we've seen some mid cap assets break out. Now, Bitcoin is right at a resistance whereby if it does break this resistance, it's going much, much higher. Okay, look at this chart. This is a very, very important chart. Okay, this is the Bitcoin against US dollar chart index. This is interesting because it very well shows just how important this resistance we're at is. Okay, so if you see, if I zoom out, you'll see that Bitcoin has been in this blue channel. I showed this last time, but I want to draw your attention to it again. Bitcoin's been in this blue channel since 2013. Okay, that's over 10 years. All right, and what's happened is that we've gone up and down this blue channel for the better part of 10 years, right? So up all the way to the top, back down to the bottom, up to the top, back down to the bottom again in 2020. Okay? Up to the midline in 21, down to the bottom again in 22. We've pretty much, and what we did in 22 is something we'd never done before in Bitcoin's history, in this channel, actually, not just in Bitcoin's history, but basically in the 10 years that we've been in this channel, is for the first time in 2022, we dipped below the channel. You can see here, let's zoom in, right? We dipped below the channel, and we know, those of us who look at charts all the time, this is common in a channel trade where you'll see the price go below the bottom support of the channel. That's not uncommon, okay? That actually even has a name in Wyckoff analysis. It's called a spring, whereby you have price going like this, and actually right after that, you see an explosion, right? So that is called the spring, and this is basically a major bear trap. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing on Bitcoin's 10-year chart. If you look at this 10-year channel, this has been a spring, and it's been a 2-year spring. Okay, so the past 2 years Bitcoin's been up, but the past 2 years it's been up in a very choppy sideways manner. Obviously, that's going from all the way from 16K all the way to where we are now to 60K, right? 16 to 60K, that's a good move, but in terms of crypto, that's nothing to write home about, right? But one of the reasons it's not done anything too dramatic is that all of that from 16,000 to 60K has been beneath the support. So you're basically fighting your way back into the channel. And so what is this resistance that we're at right here? This all-time high resistance is also the resistance of the bottom of this 10-year channel. That's why it's so intense. It's 10 years. Let's zoom out again just so you guys understand really how important this resistance is. It's a 10-year channel. Prove it to yourselves. Open your index charts. You can get this even on the free version, I believe. I don't know. I'm not sure. May be able to get it on the free version of TradingView. But as you can see, it's a legitimate 4,000, almost 200 days, right? Equivalent of 10 years from 2013 thereabouts to present day. And you can see that our consolidation of the past, say, 5-6 months has been basically to show strength, a show of strength, or a bull flag, if you will, right beneath that support of that 10-year channel. Okay, so that's what we've been doing. So that's the sort of 50-foot view of the price action, why it's been such a struggle, why Bitcoin for the past 2 years has gone up, yes, but hasn't done anything amazing. Okay, and I guess if you look at the rest of the cryptocurrency market, why has Bitcoin not led a larger move? It's because Bitcoin for the past 2 years, even though it's been up, has been beneath a resistance, okay, beneath that bottom support of that 10-year channel. And so by it follows suit. It goes without saying that the rest of the market, if Bitcoin's really the leading indicator of the cryptocurrency market, the rest of the market isn't going to do much over that period of time either. Now let's zoom in, right? Let's look at our usual chart on a smaller time frame, okay? And so what we're looking at here, let's zoom out to the daily so you have some context, is that bull flag, right? I showed you this is the flagpole and this is the bull flag. And that's basically the resistance of the bottom of that 10-year channel there. And why did I say in the beginning of the video, once in a blue moon? Okay, so it's once in a blue moon that you get a move that breaks such a major resistance. It's once in a blue moon that you have a 10-year resistance, right? This, not people have to be, well, they don't have to do anything, but it would behoove good analysts to really see this clearly. This is not only an all-time high. All-time highs are important because they're all-time highs, yes, but this all-time high is, I mean, this level is even more importantly a 10-year resistance. That the fact that it's a 10-year resistance trumps the fact that it's an all-time high in my estimation as an analyst, because a 10-year resistance is a 10-year resistance, and that for an asset that's only been in existence for what, 12, 13 years is super significant. Okay, so this is, yes, all-time high, but more importantly, it's a 10-year resistance, and you're basically working to get above that. Now, if you look at this this bull flag, you've been going up and down and up and down and up and down. It's essentially complete. It's complete insofar as you've gone up and down and tested the resistance and you tested the support. You tested the resistance once, twice, 3 times. You tested the support once, twice, 3, 4 times. Now you're at the midline, okay? The midline of the channel is very important, just as important as the support and the resistance. This is the work that we're doing at present. We are working on the midline and we've found resistance at the midline, but we're now bull flagging as well at the midline. Let's zoom in even more. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Consider buying me a coffee at the pinned comment below. As you can see, this is a consolidation. This is an accumulation at resistance. This is the midline on my chart, okay? Thereabouts, consider that the midline. Remember, midline is resistance when you're below it, support when you're above it. So we're below it, it's resistance. We've put in a very nice quintessential textbook bull flag at the resistance. And here, this is the completed bull flag. Now this is a move up and out of this pattern. So now, looking at this more closely right here, and guys, I want you to see how I believe the most thorough process by which you analyze these charts is from 50-foot or really wide range, really high time frame to smaller time frame. If you only start and end with the small time frames, you don't have any context. You want to build the context. You want to understand what's happening on the monthly, weekly, and daily, and before you go into the intraday. And that took me a while to learn. I think it helped me a great deal, just understand what's likely going on in the charts. The difficult thing about high time frame is it takes time to play out. So you may be right, but if you haven't got your timing perfect, it may not matter whether you're right or wrong, because on a small time frame it doesn't mean anything. You can't really act on it, right? And that's the difficulty about high time frame analysis. But still, it gives you some good ideas and lets you understand what is likely happening with a higher with a higher degree of probability. Okay, with the higher degree of probability. So here again, this is our flag pole. This is our flag. This right here that we've put in since Thursday midday, in my estimation, is a move up and out of this bull flag, where you're going and you're chopping up, and actually what I'm seeing here is that the next move on a smaller time frame, I'm on the 4-hourly right now, is going to be like so. Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for. And if I'm looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart, which is the last chart I'm going to show you in this episode, I really like what I'm seeing. Okay, let's zoom out again to look at the higher time frame context of what we're considering. So this is a Bitcoin dominance chart. For those of you who don't know, Bitcoin dominance is a chart that shows the degree to which Bitcoin dominates the rest of the cryptocurrency market. When the Bitcoin dominance chart indicator goes down, that means we're in a bull market whereby Bitcoin is losing market share to altcoins. So basically, when it's going down like this, Bitcoin's not necessarily going down. It's not necessarily indicative of a bear market. That's just Bitcoin's going up, but altcoins that are lower market cap, that are more nimble, are going up much more than Bitcoin. So it's losing market share. It's not growing as much as 100x altcoin or 1000x altcoin, right? So that's the idea. So when you're looking for these bull markets in crypto, you're looking for when these events occur, right? And so just looking at the periodicity of this weekly chart, we have our first bull market in crypto, our first real bull market, which was, well, I'll say our first massive bull market, which was March of 17, according to this chart, right? And that lasted, according to this chart, for about 300 days, so almost a year. And then a bear market, Bitcoin dominance going up, as you can see. And that lasted for almost 580 days, right? So you can see that, right? When Bitcoin dominance is going up, that means Bitcoin is gaining against the rest of the cryptocurrency market. That means Bitcoin's probably going down, but altcoins are going down much more than Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance rises. So I hope you can understand what this chart, what this indicator grants, or the kind of information that it conveys. It really gives you a good picture of how Bitcoin and the rest of the market, the relationship between Bitcoin and the rest of the market. And through this, you can understand where these bull markets happen. Right here, and right here, very clearly. I'll get to the last one in a second. That's the one we're most concerned with, or we're most interested in, right? Because these past bull markets are cool, but can't really do anything with them at this point. So the second bull market I see here happened in 2020, at the end of 2020, right? And that lasted about 133 days, okay? And I will argue that that wasn't a complete, total, real, full-fledged bull market, but that's for another episode, because we'd have to go into the Bitcoin chart and I'd have to show you how that was more of a B wave, or a fool's rally, as what we're having in the stock market right now. Okay, so that's 133 days of gains. Some altcoins gained. Some altcoins like Litecoin, for instance, XRP didn't. So again, it's not a fully fledged bull market. You have top 10 coins not even moving much. That's other evidence of this being a fool's rally. It's short-lived, 130 days, right? Less than half the time of a real bull market. And then this protracted bear market, as you can see here, this is what we've been living through. And this is why I also said in the beginning, once in a blue moon, because look, these events happen. Look, this is 1,000 plus days. This is almost 1,200 days of bear market, as you can see here. 1,200 days of Bitcoin gaining against altcoins. If Bitcoin's gaining against altcoins, you can know for sure you're in a bear market, because given that Bitcoin has the largest market cap in a bull market where everything in crypto is going up, it cannot be gaining against altcoins. Altcoins have to gain against Bitcoin, right? So the Benjamin Cowens of the world saying that that's just what happens because altcoins suck or something, like, they just don't understand basic math. No, in a proper bull market, the lower cap altcoins that are sound, right, that sort of are still trading, they will gain against Bitcoin with that liquidity present in the market. It's just they will gain against Bitcoin in market cap. They'll move much more than Bitcoin. So in the event that the opposite occurs, like in this right here, in this bear market, 1,200 days. So, right, you spend 500 days, then 1,200 days. Like, these bear markets are brutal and long lasting vis-a-vis these shorter and more concerted bull markets, right? Here it's almost a year, 300 some odd days. This is 130 days. I'm expecting this to be closer to this 300-day bull market right here, okay? And this is an exceptionally long bear market, which is why, again, this is once in a blue moon. And to end the video, I will say, it's also once in a blue moon because, look, you don't get this right here every day. The idea that you're at a nexus, you're at resistance in the Bitcoin dominance chart, whereby every single time you hit this line right here, this resistance, it's the start of a bull market. And look at here, this week, you can see very clearly, if you zoom in, you're at the resistance almost to the dot. You're at the resistance. And on the momentum indicator, you're about to cross bearish, right? On your RSI momentum indicator, you're about to cross bearish. This initiates the bull market. And it is literally, quite literally, one of the largest blue moons of the year, of many years. And that's supposed to happen on Monday the 19th. Blue moons, once again, for those of you who don't follow my work, represent local market bottoms, i.e. the market starts gaining after the blue moon, okay? So we can expect, with a high degree of probability, given our analysis on the Bitcoin chart, given our analysis on Bitcoin dominance's chart, we can expect altcoins to finally start gaining against Bitcoin, which means you're in a proper bull market where everything's going up. It's just that altcoins are going up more than Bitcoin because they're lower market cap. And this is very good that this is happening at a blue moon or a full moon, because full moons represent local market bottoms. So guys, that's my analysis. Hope that was helpful. Hope that was useful. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, if you found value, consider buying me a coffee at the pinned comment below, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Out the